Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Safety Systems. Are you preparing to build a new home? If so, make sure your entire home is automated. Lights, security, audio-visual equipment. You can control it all from your phone, all from your tablet. Unbelievable stuff. Safety Systems. Give VFLJJ Surlis, that's a lot of letters, a call this week. Safety Systems can do it for you. All right. The Tennessean this week, who else, broke the news that not only did the KPD make some courtesy calls to Butch Jones after the alleged sexual assault by A.J. Johnson and Michael Williams, which we discussed a few weeks ago. That's pretty standard. Those courtesy calls are standard in college sports. But they did so 4 hours before they actually went and spoke to Williams or Johnson. And that, whether that is a violation of state law or not, and there's some question as to whether or not it is, you have law enforcement people saying they're not hip on giving away information early in an investigation. Whether it's right or wrong, doesn't look good. And if you take this into the Title IX case, where the whole case is going to be based on how things look to the jury, this one seems damaging, whether it is or not, to give the coach 4 hours notice to get his guys ready before they're talked to by the cops. Thoughts on how that one looks? Am I wrong? Am I saying it the wrong way?
No, I agree with you, and I think as the big word that everybody uses these days is optics.
Optics.
And I think the optics of having the coach know before the players are actually brought in, I think it is bad optics. And I think that's the worst part of it is the optics.
4 hours, that's a lot of time.
To get stories straight and everything. That will be the way it's spun.
Yeah.
Jimmy, your thoughts on it? We discussed it a few weeks ago. Calling isn't an issue. The 4 hours thing, that take you back a little?
Yeah, and that I didn't know about until the Tennessean story. And my bigger concern was not my concern was the content of the conversation, what was actually said during some of that stuff.
And
if I'm on Tennessee's position too, it may be worth going back and looking. So they're setting up this pattern of ignorance or ignoring sexual assaults. I'm going to go back and look at all the different times, because calling and talking to officials and so forth and talking to players, that's been going on forever.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, it went on back when I was covering LSU in the 80s.
It goes on everywhere. Yeah.
Right. So the 4 hour thing's a little bit of a concern, but the discussing of it is not, unless you know what's exactly said to me.
Okay, I want to throw out something yesterday. Quickly, before the game, Tom Hart came on, right as the spring game started, and he said Tennessee facing serious issues off the field. Right at the top of this recruiting pitch, that's the start. So you're facing that. These issues keep coming up with the lawsuit. I couldn't help but notice this week, Kobe Bryant, retired, in case you were under a rock or on Mars. He was hailed as a conquering hero all week, celebrated all week long. The man made $26 million in endorsements last year. He settled his own rape case, 7, 8 years ago? No one remembers it. No one cares, except the person who settled probably does. No one else cares. If you're Tennessee, I wonder, are you looking at that and saying, does this change your thinking about settling at all when you look at, well, that didn't seem to haunt Kobe Bryant? Don't know. We don't have time to discuss, unfortunately. Throw it out there. All right, when we come back, we'll talk about it in overtime. When we come back, wrapping up spring practice, what headline do we snap on the Vols right now? Where is the program? I've got a good one. Come on back.